It's great to be back at one of my favourite fishing spots. But it must have been a while since I've been here because look how long the grass is. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. A bit of a tidy up here. That looks a bit more manageable. Right, I'm all set and ready. I've got two rods. The short little rod on the left is a running sinker rig. The rod on the right is the paternoster rig with the janjuk worms. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I like to have the long rod on the right, but then the short rod's going to tangle it. I'm going to have the short rod on the right and hope that it can reach out past that grass far enough. That can go there. I think it's going to be problems with that grass. And the paternoster rig can go over there. I've been here all of about 2 minutes and I'm one step away from cracking it already with the flies. They are horrendous. Right, I'm set up and waiting for a bite. I like to have one rod over there and one this side, but the one this side... Oh, there's a nibble now, look. Whoa, gee whiz. Well, first carp on the board and I've been here about 1 minute. I was just going to say I like to have the longer rod I need a longer rod on the right to reach out past the grasses, but I can't have a short rod on the left. I should have brought two longer rods because otherwise then my lines get crossed. Anyway, that all happened very quickly. I've been here about 2 minutes and I'm on the board. Well, that happened super quick. Now I'm going to try something here. I've got an idea. I really want this long rod on this side, just because it reaches out past that grass a bit better. So what I might do is put it on this side, but I'll just have to make a change to the way I rest it on this rod rest. If I stick it up like that so it's nice and high, then this one should essentially be under it. So they shouldn't get tangled. Yeah, that's going to work. Beauty. I wonder what the likelihood is that I'll sit here for the rest of the night now and not catch another fish. It's amazing how often that happens. You catch one straight away and think, beauty, I'm in for a good time, and then nothing else. It just goes dead. I hope that isn't the case tonight, but it does happen a lot. Anyway, I love this place. I love it. It's mostly a carp fishery, but I do pick up the occasional redfin here as well. I've caught a couple of Murray cod here. I've caught a couple of blackfish here. I've even caught a macquarie perch here. So it's a bit of a lucky dip kind of a spot. I just enjoy sitting here. Oh, look at the big swirl. I was too slow getting down here. Just had a really big bite on the short rod. And I missed it. It was a decent bite. Then I look up and there was a really big swirl over there. I don't know whether to check it or I might leave it. There it goes. I'm glad I left it. Got him. That's another mud marlin. Bigger one this time. Most of the fish I catch here are carp, but not all. Oh, that's quite a large fish. Nearly as long as the rod. Where's me landing net? Come on, mate, into the net, and got him. Oh, gee. Two on the board. This one's substantially larger than the other one, though. That was a bit of a bugger because it broke the hook off. Damn. Now, I'm not sure what I got on film there, and I didn't realise I was filming, but I had a bit of a mishap. I may or may not have it on film. That was quite a large carp, and I wanted to get a photo of it, and it sort of fell out of the net, so I got my line to drag it around a little bit just to try and drag it up over the net. It gave a kick, and it snapped the line, then just casually kicked back down into the water. So it's that one got off. Even though I got it in the net, got it up on the bank, it got away. That's a little bit unfortunate, that. Oh well, sometimes these things happen. Right, now I've got a new hook tied on here. One of the beauties of using a running sinker rig, especially if you've got a stopper in the line of some kind to stop the sinker running all the way to the hook, is that if you do lose a hook to a snag or a fish like I just did, it's not the end of the world. You've just got to tie another hook on, and that's what happened just there. Now, if you're wondering why I was a little bit slow in that clip when the fish went away and I sort of just casually just watched, well, you might remember not that long ago I had COVID. Well, I've kind of still got it. That wasn't a very good cast. I've still kind of got it. I'm just at the tail end of it now. I'm at that point where I'm feeling about 90% better, 95% better, but I still don't want to go near anybody. I'm sort of still keeping away from people, so I'm still a little bit slow off the mark. And that's why it looked like I wasn't a bit slow working out what was going on with that carp. Just had a bit of a nibble on the long rod. Go away, stupid flies. Spend all winter looking forward to the warmer weather. And the warmer weather gets here and you just do this all day, every day, shooing flies, and then you can't wait for the winter again. Still not 100%. Good thing I'm not going near anyone. Nice bite. That was a better bite. Something down there that wants those worms. I checked that line, it's gone very slack. That's why, there's a fish sitting there on it. It's black. It's a really dark carp. Look at the colour of it. It is jet black. I want to just lift it up. I don't think it'll get off. Surely I couldn't have that kind of luck twice in one day. Have a look at the colour of this carp. It's jet black. I'll try and get a photo of it. See if I can be a bit more successful than last time. The last time I fished this spot, I caught a bright orange carp. Now I've caught one that's bright black, I was going to say. Jet black. Anyway, I'll go and euthanize this one before we have another mishap. Wow. Janjuck worms. That's what I'm using. 2 fresh ones on. That carp was blacker than black paint. That carp was blacker than the inside of a dog's guts at midnight on a foggy night. And it was a black dog. Right. I reckon that carp was black. I'll tell you why it was so black. So it could camouflage with all the flies. What? Oh, away we go. I was wiping my eye. Got an itchy left eye, and I looked up and my rod was pulling tight. It doesn't actually feel like a carp. Oh no! It got off. It got off before I got a good look at it. It didn't bite like a carp, and it didn't feel like a carp. Oh, that could have even been a cod or something. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know, and I probably never will. That's the disappointing part. I might put one fresh worm on to go with the old worm and put it back in and hope that it comes back. I want to know what that was. It may well have been a carp, but there was something about it that was just different. Well, put the line back out there. Not a second to lose. I went to the chemist yesterday, and the pharmacist was tiptoeing around really quietly. So, what are you doing, mate? He said, I don't want to wake up the sleeping pills. Got him. Whoa, that's a carp. No mistake in that. It's only been back in about 2 minutes. It's not even a real big carp. It's just got lots of energy. It's hooked in the The line's wrapped around its top fin as well, which always makes them feel a bit bigger than they are. See if I can do a dodgy and go under here without losing his fish. Oh yeah, that worked. There's me net. Straight into the net. Back to normality with a silvery coloured carp. That's the colour that carp usually are. Just about to put the paternoster back in and the running sinker rod just had a nibble. Here we go again, and got him. Bit of weight. Seems to be a bit of weight. And then again, like a lot of carp, it could be just hooked around that back fin too, because they are notorious for that. Certainly feels quite heavy. Oi. It's hooked in the guts, I think. It's bent, it's hooked somehow. It's not a big fish, it's just hooked weird again. Alright, I'll go do the old under the short rod trick. Oh, now it's hooked in the mouth. It was tangled, now it's not. Carp central here tonight. I reckon I'm going to catch something else tonight, so I'm going to catch a non-carp. I don't know what it'll be, but I'll catch something different, I reckon. Come on, mate, into the net, nice and quick. Look, high-speed carp, got him. Bum, bum, bum. Another one bites the dust. Righto, back in business. When I got my machete out earlier and cut this grass back, I thought to myself, gee, this machete needs to be sharpened. It's a whole lot blunter now than what it was then. I'll let you work that one out. Just had a nice bite on the long rod. There's something still sniffing around the worms there. What rod's going here? Got him. Oh, what's going on here? I'm wrapped around the rod. Right, now we're in business. Come on, come away from the long rod. Don't go over there. You can't be affording that. Right, out here in the open. Good carpio. Loosen the drag a bit. Look, he's going for it. Haven't caught any massive carp today. I think the second one that I got was the biggest. It was quite a large fish, but certainly not sort of record-breakingly big. This is one of the larger ones as well. Ooh, this might be nearly as big as that second one, actually. I can't really measure them because they're not near me. They sort of are. They're down there through all that long grass and on the bank of the creek. Alright, come on, mate. Ugh. Right. Bit of bump, bump, bump. Another one bites the dust. Another one for the pile. Well, it's not really a pile. They're sort of down there on the edge of the water. I try to throw them close to the edge of the water so that the water rats can sniff them out. Right. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Just about to put the little stumpy rod back in and the long rod's getting a few nibbles. Stop. I was going too far, that was. That'll be right there, I reckon. I don't know whether this camera's picking it up or not, but that last carp I caught, that big carp, it's over there. I actually threw it that way this time instead of down that way, and it's washed up against them reeds there, just in the hope that a water rat might come past later on and get a free feed. I might find them ones first, and it'll eat them ones first if it does, because that's sort of out of sight down there, but you never know, if it comes from that way or just around here somewhere, we might be able to sit here and watch it have a feed. I've had it happen in this spot before. In fact, the carp was only just in here last time, but the grass is a bit too long and dense to just leave it there this time. There we go, that was a bite on the long rod. Still something playing with it. And again, yeah, something's nibbling at the long rod here. Here comes the first water out of the night. Let's see if it just hones straight in on that carp. It's gone into the reeds. That carp is up over here. The water rat. Their proper name is rakali, and I always see them here. It's a pretty hot spot for a rakali. Look, he's only about a metre from that carp. He's just gone past it. You had a blocked nose, mate. You didn't smell that. Don't know where it went now. That's a nice bite, and got him. What have I got? I'm going to take a wild guess and say that it's a carp. Bit hard to see because the light's not good, but it's certainly odds on favourite that it's going to be a carp. And it's a carp. I'm going to lift that. It's about the same size as that really dark carp I got earlier, and I managed to lift that out okay. Right, if he doesn't kick, it should be pretty right. Oh. Well, it's good if you can lift it because it just saves net tangles, if you know what I mean. It saves getting the sinker tangled in the landing net. Right, getting a cricket score catch of carp here. But anyway, I'm going to dispatch this one really quickly so that I can get my line back in. What am I going to call this video? The pre-Christmas carp bash. I call it a black carp. Carp coming in thick and fast. There's so many names. It's amazing how much time I spend sitting here thinking about what to name the video I'm filming as I film it. A friend of mine who's a drummer became a dad for the first time the other day. His wife went into labour, and anyhow, she gave birth to twin girls. You know what he called him? He called them both Anna. Anna 1, Anna 2, Anna 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't it amazing? I've been sitting here all afternoon just watching my rods just shaking off the last of my COVID infection, just shedding the last of my COVID. And yet, a couple of years ago, I couldn't even come here when I was fit and healthy in case I caught COVID. You could go, you're allowed out during the day to go for a walk, and everybody was going to the same spot because we couldn't go any more than 5 kilometres away. So the walking tracks in town along the river and the creek were just jam-packed full of people all walking past each other, you know, risking catching COVID off each other. But I couldn't come out here in case I caught COVID. Too dangerous. Well, folks, that's it from me. It's time to pack up and go home. This has turned out to be an absolute carpathon, but a very enjoyable carpathon. I've had a wonderful, relaxing afternoon out here by one of my favourite fishing spots. Thank you all very much for watching.